Hi, this is Stephanie with Abundant Life Health Advocates. I wanted to talk for a minute about why I'm doing what I'm doing. I've been a nurse for about 20 years. Maybe you know that about me, maybe you don't, but I've been a nurse for about 20 years, and pretty much all of that time has been spent in the hospital. So, why am I leaving now in the middle of this healthcare crisis when there's need everywhere, where there's not enough nurses anywhere, and when money is being thrown at them within the hospital setting and other settings to travel, all of these things? Why did I leave now to do what I'm doing? Well, I wanted to be a nurse since I was about 8 years old. And when I thought about being a nurse at 8 years old, it was to take care of people. And it's been what I've always longed to do, is to help people to live their best, even if that's in the middle of disease and illness. So over the last several years, I've become increasingly frustrated with the job that I was doing. Like I said, again, working in the hospital, I just was very frustrated with the amount of time that I was actually able to spend with my patients, and feeling more and more like I wasn't actually able to make a difference in their lives, in their health, and taking care of them and taking care of their families and taking care of the whole person, looking at the whole person and what they need at home, what they need not only physically but mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I felt like so far removed from what a person really needs, and focused so much on what the hospital can provide. So I had a game-changing moment recently, like so many of us do, right? My husband's grandmother just passed away. She was a wonderful woman, who lived a long life. But in the last several days of her life, I was able to spend with her, and I enjoyed my time with her and felt like I was able to make more of a difference there than I had actually in my patient's life for a long time. So it made me reevaluate what I was doing. Now, this wonderful woman had recently been hospitalized, and her hospital stay was really a nightmare for her. She didn't want to do some of the treatments that were being recommended for her. And so she had to sign out of the hospital against medical advice. And it really was a very hard situation that the family had been put in. And rather than embracing the family and what they needed and what grandma's wishes were, um, Adult Protective Services was called, of all things. And so it just made me really realize that I wanted to help people live at home, to live the best that they can, to live with the highest quality of life that they can in the midst of disease and in the midst of illness. There's so many illnesses out there, there's so many disease processes. They last for a long time. The majority of those people are not hospitalized. The overwhelming majority of them are at home. And so we need to try to figure out how best for them to be at home and to live the best at home, while maintaining the highest quality of life that they can. So, the medical system is overloaded right now. It's anticipated that by the year of 2030, there'll be more people over the age of 65 than under the age of 18. It's overwhelmed now. I don't think that that's going to be changing. And so it's going to be increasingly important for community nursing to come into play. And that's where I'm here. That's what I'm hoping to do, is to provide community nursing, for you or for your loved one, for someone who has some kind of a medical illness, or maybe is just getting older and needing a bit of help and wanting to be able to stay home or close to their loved ones as long as possible. So with that in mind, the goal would be to prevent hospitalization, Nobody wants to have to be there. Not that it's always possible. There's going to be a time and a place potentially where people will need to be there. But to prevent that as much as possible through regular assessing and through collaborating with physicians, through coordinating care, my goal would be to increase quality of life. And then also, as a part of increasing quality of life, there would be an element of planning for the end of life. Now that's a whole nother topic that opens up so many things to discuss. But I do believe that in planning for end of life, we're actually able to live very well. So I'm here because I want to serve my community. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to serve you and my community, help you to live even in the face of disease and illness with the highest quality that you can. So please take a look around my website and find out about the services that I offer, how to get a hold of me, and how I might be able to help you. Thanks.